Hey, it's H here for Counter-Trend Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at technical analysis for gold. Before getting into the video itself, check out the links below if you're interested in getting smaller fees on an exchange to trade stocks, crypto and more. But let's get into the charts here. The higher time frame premise, again we are on very high time frame, this 2-day chart. We have a couple of alterations here. One is saying that we have 5-wave structure completed, starting from the lows of basically the December 2015 lows, and we have some kind of 1-2 in here. Again, this was based on the fact that we have a lower RSI here on higher time frame. However, there is an alternate way of looking at this, which I'm showing you in just a bit. But instead, we would have this as a 1-2, then 3, 4, and 5 completing at these highs here. Again, liquidity was swept, at least on this chart, on this day around, let's see, not day specifically, but around the early May of this year. And since then, again, we came down in 3. We're going to be looking into the smaller time frame as well in just a moment, but before that I want to premise the higher time frame ideas. One of the ideas is that this would be the start of something new higher time frame. Of course, it doesn't have to be a wave 1, but based on the very much more high time frame structures and degrees, this could be a wave 1 instead of wave 8. So again, that is one of the possibilities. The other way of looking at this instead would be that we have this as a 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, and 5. The similarities here is that on both we have this as 3-way structure, like so, and we have something that ends up in here. In this scenario, or in this count, we have a 3 here, and on the other one we had a 5th here. So difference is just how long we are expecting 5th wave here. Again, it looks pretty decent as a 1-2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing really wrong about this in my opinion. So both of these counts are very decent looking. If we are zooming into the smaller time frames, where we are going to look for potential trade setups, we could be looking for this, where this is the local structure. I'll label this as a triangle, where this would be an A. Then again, if we are labeling a triangle, A, B, C, D, E, just not labeling it there because I have already trend lines saying that we have a triangle there, and then another structure downwards towards that C wave. Again, this did not get very deep, did not even hit the 1-to-1. It did hit the 0.618, which I'll hold as a minimum extension. So again, after which again we had a massive run to the upside. Now, why do I like that this is an end of something? Is because again we had this massive move to the upside. I don't really like the idea saying that we have something like this. Proportionately, it doesn't look good. And the second structure, or second reason, is after a 3-way structure we had a impulsive structure upwards, which means generally that is more probable that this is the start of something. It doesn't mean that this has to be a wave 1 of a wave 5 of this degree here. It could be an A, B, C. And this idea again would fit into this higher time frame premise, where we would be still looking for that wave 4, and then we would be getting a partner leg for this one later, with if we again go up into these highs, basically sweep, potentially even sweep the highs and get back in here, we would be looking for an ABC structure, where this last leg would be a 5-way again. But again, that is way far into the future still, and locally the way I would be looking for a trade here would be if we come back down into some of these lower levels here. If we are looking at some of the important fair value gaps, or not fair value, but OBs, I would be looking for somewhere in here. These areas, all of these around 1872 to 1845 is decent looking for me. Also, what we have there is the 786, which I kind of like, because again, that is enough of a retracement already for us to have a decent risk to reward ratios here. Beyond the 2, if we are going to go in on golden pocket, it's not that good. So probably starting here around the first order block, around that 1872, are going to be giving us decent rewards. Of course, if this goes higher, we need to adjust these. Of course, the OBs themselves don't adjust, but smaller time frames, this would be one of the main targets that we would have. Of course, on smaller time frames, you would be looking for that three-way structure. Wherever it ends or looks to be ending, you could be starting to add to your position and spread that risk that way as well. And this would be, of course, the target or take profit 1. And the take profit 2 would be, let's say that we pivot around the 618 here. We would be looking for, that's 1-to-1. And at that point, again, at this point, it would be sweeping or trying to sweep these highs for liquidity purposes. And then we would have a structure like this, where we would be looking for trade here, and these two here would be the take profits. And yeah, that would be very decent trade setups. I would not be trying to catch the knife here for a short unless we extend into these areas and we can see that, okay, there is we are starting to lose that momentum here, and creating some kind of potential ending diagonal here at the end where we can see clear divergence to be formed, and then we could be looking to take a short position here. This is the same thing that I was talking about earlier about that potential ABC structure, where we would be looking for a potential 1.236 extension around the well, at this point 21.45 would be that area of interest for me. And after that, of course, if we get a pivot here, we could always look for that entry for a short around here for that 5-wave to come. The thing here is that, again, depending on the time frame, like here, we did not really get a potential 5-wave move. So again, all of this was very impulsive, and we did not, or at least I did not get in at all. So depending on the time frame, you might or might not get that trade. But again, you make the trading plan beforehand, and then if the targets are hit, then you have a ready made plan already, and then you just execute the trades. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for gold on this video, and we'll see how this develops, and we'll be updating you again on CTC Discord. If you're interested in getting smaller fees and all of that, check out the links in the description again. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video. Bye bye.